surprised me, I guess, like how bad it really was, and after 5 years, how bad it still is.
You get this story on the news and you hear what the media is putting out there, but you really don't get the whole story.
Some areas are 12, 14 foot below sea level, so it's actually old.
Not only are we doing service work, not only are we building, helping to build these houses and rebuild New Orleans, but we're also given the opportunity to go on tours and learn about, the different areas and how they were affected.
The water was standing about this tall. Yeah.
It's like I told them, some areas at 12, 14, some at 6 inches.
Now, I don't know how high it originally got, but it stood like about 2 weeks about that high.
90% of the people I know lost everything they owned. I was a fireman and I brought 4 shirts with me because most of the times we leave, we evacuate, everybody leave in 2 or 3 days, everybody's back, I go home and get me some clothes. I brought about 4 changes of clothes, that was all I had in my life. And it was mostly t-shirts and shorts. It was Katrina came in August and it's 95 degrees here, so that's a terrible feeling to see everything you own floating.
What you see, even though it's bad, it was far worse than that. It was far, I'm talking like houses, you could actually see houses on top of other houses.
Every community has people who need help. And that's the thing I think that I learned yesterday was that the neighbor for this house and the house next door were both in this together.
They're just to share their story and looking at their faces while they're talking, they're so excited, and you can sense that they have hope for themselves and for the city, which is very exciting. That's something that I wasn't expecting.
Oh, I forgot my bags in the car.
I wish I got a soccer ball right.
Oh, thank you. Water side.
I think most people will be surprised how beneficial it is for themselves. It puts me in a right state of mind where you can, be appreciative and thankful for what you have, but also, not, still be positive.
I guess recreate New Orleans yourself. I feel like that's putting you directly in what you were learning about or what you saw in the news, even though it's not really far back in history or anything like that. It's really recent history. To be able to see it and live it as close as you possibly can in 2010, I think is really important.
The theology classes, we learned a lot about God and how to serve, and this is the actual act of doing it. We're actually going out and learning how to serve others and do God's work in the world.
I think just experiencing a place very different from where you come from is a huge learning experience.
It's really made me think a lot about how much I have and how thankful I am for it.
here is just incredible. They, 5 years, and they're still so committed to rebuilding, so committed to just getting this back to what it was. And that it's very inspiring. And I think that's something that, a lot of people don't think about. They, if it's not instant gratification, it's not worth it.